Well, hello guys, this is the Betamax Man. Yeah, we're gonna do another VHS machine. So here we have, this is a Daewoo VHS machine. It does have HQ technology. HQ was the technology that JVC come up with to kind of increase the picture quality. And HQ does do that. It does have a hair bit better quality than the ones without the HQ, providing it was recorded in HQ. Let's see if this thing works. It powered on. This is made in Korea, so it's probably, this is early 90s. Yeah, this is definitely early 90s. Let's just see what happens, shall we? This is what we get. A jumbled up mess. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if it ate my, it ate my tape. So let's open it up and we'll see what's going on with it. Okay. So it's eating the tapes here. Why is it eating tapes? Well, I can see an idler tire. Yeah, that idler tire probably needs to be changed. I'm sure that's what's causing it. So let's put this down for a sec so I can get the tape wound back up inside. So testing tape, this was came with, I bought a little black box. Basically it has a light in it and it has a mirror in it. And it's a video transferring system. Basically you can shine your projector in the box, and then you also have your camcorder that goes on the outside, which will film. And that was one of the ways that you could transfer film to a different formats, such as digital or videotape or whatever the camcorder will record on. Anyway, so I think our issue is going to be, I'm going to turn the volume all the way down so we don't hear that static when this does not have an on-screen display like the newer VHS systems. Let's just see what's going on here and why we have a mess when we're trying to play. Well, it looks like our idler tire has failed, huh? Let's try forward. Okay. So we've got an idler issue. Let me see what that tire. Yeah, my tape doesn't want to come out now. tape's stuck. That time it ate it just a smidge. Let's take a look at this idler tire here. Actually, that tire is soft. I think one of the issues that we're having is, I don't know, I don't think it's the tire. I think it has to do with lubrication. I think the lubrication is dried up, but now I'm moving it back and forth with my hand. So what we could do is put a little, we'll shoot a little contact cleaner in there and see if we can, now do we have, okay, so this has 2 tires actually. Yeah, this has actually got 2 idler tires, and it does look like it is going back and forth by hand, but it's we'll shoot a little cleaner in there just to see if we can get that to free up. We're going to have to take the cassette housing out. Okay, let's just line this back up. Well, it acts kind of like a mode switch too. A mode switch might be dirty as well. It's doing weird things, that's for sure. And now I can't get it out. Try to get my tape out. Yeah, looks like it's stuck. There we go. Well, what I want to do here, we'll take the bottom off, I guess, and we'll unplug it. Let me take a look at the bottom side and see if this one. This is a heavier machine, so we could take the bottom off here. Well, what I want to do is cut power so that you know. Okay, let's just cut the power here. Yeah, we're gonna turn that off for now. Let's just see what's going on underneath here. We'll just keep pulling off. I'm just going to take these out. We'll pull the panel off and see if we can get access to the underside of the chassis. It does kind of act like a mode switch issue because it went from playing a tape kinda, sorta, to not ejecting or having issues with eject, or it wants to go into a mode that I don't want it to go into. So the mode switch, they get dirty, they cause issues, but I still think we do have an idler issue as well. I think we've probably got a couple issues here. I gotta try to get this panel off here. Trying to do it one-handed, and it's not very easy. So we have some belts here too. So yeah, we have belts, but they don't look to be too bad. This one's brand new. This one's a little on the stretchy side, but that one actually snaps back. So the belts have probably been replaced. I suspect somebody's been in here and replaced all the belts and figured that it was a belt problem, and that can happen, but here's a mode switch here. So this is the rotary encoder switch, and we can clean that. Oh look, we've got a surface mounted electrolytic capacitor. And our issue is idler and eject. Some of these mode switches you have to unsolder stuff to get it off, but this one looks like it might not have that issue. We might be able to just pull it off and clean it. We need contact cleaner for sure, which I have some, so that's not an issue. So we'll take care of this issue first, and then we'll look into the idler assembly and see what's going on there. We might even have just simple fix, but I don't know for sure. One thing I'm not very familiar with this mechanism, so this is kind of new to me. Alright, let's pull this off here. what I want to do is take it apart and clean it. So you can see where the home position is, where there's a little hole there, a little indentation, and then there's the arrow. So that's where home position is if you take it apart. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take that apart. I don't know, is this a sealed unit? No, I don't think it's a sealed, but as you can see, this is kind of... Let's see if we can pop this apart and give it a good cleaning. See if we can get our machine to work after we do this. So we'll do this. We'll take this apart and we'll clean it. And I gotta remember where the home position is, which is right there, is where home is. So, with that said, this switch slides back and forth like that. So, alright, I will be right back and we'll see if we can get that apart so we can give it a good cleaning. So here's our mode switch. As you can see how dirty that is. And I think that's going to cause some of the issues. I don't think cleaning this, it may fix it, it may not, I don't know, but we'll see. So let's get some cleaner on that. You can see how dirty and filthy that is. We've also got to clean the contacts on the other part here too. So we'll clean those as well. But this one comes apart. It was a little challenging to get it off, but once I got it apart, it was okay. So let's just clean that, and we'll put it back together. And I'll put a little cleaner. I'll try to make it see. Let's do it so that you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. So let's get. See how clean that is now just by shooting it. We're going to take a Q-tip. We're gonna rub. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that, huh? Yeah, that was dirty. That was definitely dirty. Look at what was on that. That was off of the switch. I'll put a little more in there. I'll do the other side here. Oops. We'll polish those contacts. Okay. So that's nice and clean now. We'll just take this little brush here. This is the contact, where the contacts make contact here, you can see. So we'll just get those cleaned as well. So we'll just shoot a little right there, and we'll just that should do it. Now we'll put it back together. So this is how it came apart. So let's just put this back in like that. me slide the piece on here. I'm going to need to have two hands here. Let's see if we can get this together. I think I accidentally broke one of the mounting tabs, and so it's going to be a little on the difficult side of things, but as you can hear that snap back in place, so let's now, we're going to put it back into its home position, and its home position is right about there. So now we'll just take the switch, we'll put it back into place. Actually, I think you got it in there backwards. It's supposed to go like this, isn't it? Yes, I think. Just trying to remember what way it went, because yeah, it goes this way. So, okay. Alright, that takes care of that. So let's get the screws back in here. I've been away from VHS machines for so long that sometimes when I get one in, I have to think about certain things on how it goes back together, and I have to visualize everything. If I can visualize it and see it, I can know how, then I know how it goes back together. Now, so that's taking care of that. So we can now, we can power it back on, but I want to take a look at the that's actually working. So we have, it's working again as far as mechanically, so I'm just checking here, because it does have an idler tire, but the tire's on the softer side, so I do have tires, but I don't know if I have the right size. We'll just plug this in, so let's give it a good plug in, and we'll turn the power back on, and we'll see if we got any kind of results. Let's see here. Looks like we're having a speed issue. It's wanting to, you know, kind of speed up and okay. So it's not eating tapes anymore, and it seems to be going into the play mode, so let's just give it a good cleaning. I think we might have a servo issue as well, but that servo issue can be caused by an idler tire malfunctioning. But when I turn the belt here, if I turn the belt, you can see how it's moving back and forth. And I don't think that this is the tire issue. Oh, it may be. It might be slipping. Yeah, I think that tire is definitely slipping. I don't know. Can I get this tire off without taking the cassette housing out? Let's just see if we can get that belt to come off, or the tire. I don't think we can. We might have to take the mechanism apart. So let's see here. But that belt looks pretty tight. It may be just too tight of a belt. Somebody might have put a super tight belt in there, and if you got a belt that's too tight, it won't work. See if we get any sound. All we're getting is a distorted. Yeah, we're not getting it's not going at the right speed, see? So I don't think it's the tire, because I don't think it's the tire, because when I move it, when I move it by hand, you can see how it's but it might be slipping. Let's change the capacitor on the Capsule motor. So this is a 16 at 47. So let's just try that. Oh look, this is a Sony part. And the head is Sony as well. I didn't notice that. So it's got a Sony capstan. It's got a Sony head drum motor. Are the heads Sony too? Probably. I want to change out that electrolytic. I want to test that. Let's just change it. Well, let's just change it. So we gotta cut power here. So in order to change it, we're just gonna take our pliers. We'll just twist it, give it a good twist, and that'll come off, and then we can solder a new cap on there and see if maybe that might be, because it may not be moving it at the right speed. Might have a capstan servo. We do have a capstan servo issue, so. But like I said, if this belt is too tight, but it does look like this belt might be slipping a little bit too. Look at the sheen on that belt though. Let's see if we can find a different belt maybe. Well, I'm gonna get my iron hot, and we'll change out that electrolytic capacitor and see if that does any kind of changing. Alright, let's cut the power. We'll take our pliers here. Give it a good twist. She'll come off. Look at the corrosion. I think that is that. Well, that could be the glue. Could be the glue, but it could also be leaking. Let's test it. I'm gonna test it just out of curiosity, but let's get my solder and iron heated up, because what I'll do is I'll put a little bit of solder on the leads, and then we'll put a new cap and we'll tack it. Let's just test this and see what it tests at. It looks like it might have been leaking, but that could also be the glue used to glue it into place. So the only way to find out is to grab my multimeter here and we'll test it out, okay? So let's test this cap. So we got our iron going. I'm going to test this cap here. Yeah, I'm really tired and I'm not feeling that well today, so you'll have to excuse my no enthusiasm, as I don't feel very good today. Yeah, it's bad. It's tested bad, so we'll throw this away. We'll put this cap in. Alright. Let's get my solder. When you're doing this, just make sure you don't touch the motor here. Here it is, we've got it in. So we'll plug it in now and see if we got any results. Same issue, we had it going for a minute there. we had a second of picture. See? Let's try cleaning the heads and see. So I'm just gonna try to see if well, we can get it going with just cleaning the heads here. Wow, look at that. That came off of the heads. A lot of dirt. A lot of dirt. Well, we have somewhat of a picture. That's kind of going on and off, but we actually now have somewhat of a picture. It's not moving. So probably just need new idler tires. Idler tires is what's gonna go. So we gotta take the cassette basket out, and then we can change those two tires. But we'll do that in another video because, like I said, I'm just not feeling very good, and we'll do it another time. So this is the Betamax man signing off, and we'll come back in part 2. We'll see if we can get the thing going by changing the tires.